I don't know about you guys, but first impressions are very big to me, especially on first dates. And I have been on some first dates with people, and they have showed they motherfucking asses. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, these people obviously have had no home training. One date that I went on, um, we were shopping. We were out shopping, and we were in H&M or Forever 21, one of those stores. This boy, as I was checking out, um, the lady, there was some beads on the counter. Now, I didn't think nothing of those beads. I just thought it was like those little things that they have, like while you're waiting in line, so you can probably buy stuff or think that they're gonna get you to buy those little lip glosses or whatever that they have sitting at the counter while you're waiting. That's all I thought that was. So the lady rings it up and she's about to bag everything. Now I did not see her ring up those beads at all. For all I saw, they were still sitting there the whole time. But as she's bagging up my things, she picks up the bracelet and she's like, "Do you want these in the bag or do you want to wear it out?" I'm like, "What? I didn't buy these." That's what I'm like, "What?" So why did this boy, the boy that I took out on the date, he comes up and grabs them out of her hand and said, "Oh, I'll take these." I'm like, "Huh?" I was confused for like a good couple seconds. Like, it didn't register immediately that he snuck those beads on the counter and had me pay for those. You know I went off. You know I went off. Who the fuck does shit like that? That when little kids do that at the grocery store with their parents, they do shit like that. Throw stuff in the car when they're grocery shopping, like grab the little candy at the checkout aisle. I don't have no kids at all, and you're well, he whatever, regardless of his age or whatever, that has nothing to do with it. I don't care how old you are. You're old enough to know that that shit is not acceptable. If you wanted something, you have a mouth. You could have asked for it. Like, you're 17, 18. You should know better already. You should know. Really? I wanted to whoop his motherfucking ass. But I calmed myself. And trust, he did give me the money back for that. No, no, that's not what happened. I made him buy me something that was much more than what those beads cost. Because you don't do that. No. Mm-mm. So you know, after the date, I didn't talk to him no more. Because I think I dropped my chapstick. Oh, God. But yeah, I didn't talk to him no more because you tried to get over on me. If like that's childish shit. I don't deal with children. I don't. So bye bye, honey. Another date that I went on. This boy was a complainer. Complained about the smallest and dumbest things. Who? Okay. So we were going to the movies and I parked the car or whatever. And after you park the car, typically what you do is you get out and you walk to the theater. Unless you're in a drive-in, but those are rare nowadays. But we were going to a regular sit-down theater. So what you normally do is you get out of the car and you walk out of the parking lot. You walk to the theater and buy your ticket and go see the movie. This boy was complaining about walking from the parking lot to the theater. Do we have to walk? My legs hurt. Oh, why do we have to walk so far? Oh, why couldn't we get a bike or something? Or why couldn't we just drive into the theater? Really? Did you just really say why didn't we drive into the theater? We drove into their parking lot. You have to walk, you lazy son of a bitch. Who is that lazy? You must not do shit with your life if you're complaining about walking from the fucking parking lot of the theater to the theater. Who does that? That is, hey, look, my shadow is like coming out of my neck. But who does that? So that's not all he complained about. He complained when we got up um to the ticket counter to buy our tickets. I asked him. I was being nice because I could have just chose a fucking movie myself and said deal with it. I asked him, "Is there anything that you want to see?" Ain't nothing up there I want to see. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Is there anything up there that you want to see? I don't want to see nothing up there. Okay. Well, I'll take that as you don't want to see a movie because that's what you wanted to do. Remember, you should have known there was nothing that you wanted to see. So I kept making selection. No, no. Now, my patience was wearing really thin with him because I was being nice by letting you pick the movie, even though that I could have been a real bitch because I can be a real bitch. I could have just said, I don't give a fuck what you want to see because I'm paying for it, so you have to sit and watch what I want to watch. Now, I could have been a bitch and did that. Well, actually, I did. But that's after that he was complaining, didn't want to see shit. What was out? The Resident Evil that was in 3D. Now I don't want to see that. Those are some other movies that were out. I don't want to see that. We finally end up seeing not Avatar, The Last Airbender. Oh Lord. After all that complaining, he left the room and was like, "Oh, that was a good movie. Oh, I can't wait for the sequel." Goodbye. I dropped him off and that was the end of that. And then he tried to kiss me. No. Sweetheart, no. You're not about to. No, you're not putting your lips on mine. Get out of my car. Go back and sit on your couch and channel surf or whatever it is that you do. Because I can't be with somebody that complains about walking from a parking lot to the theater on a date. It is expected of you to walk on a date. That's what your legs are for, to walk, to move them. Child. Now, the last one is by far the worst date I have ever been on in my life. This boy, let me tell you, from the start of this date, this boy was just acting a damn fool. Nothing compared to the first two. Nothing compared. So we get to the mall or whatever, and we were shopping around. We went into Hot Topic. Now, I love me Hot Topic down, but I was really curious as to know what he wanted from Hot Topic. This boy got a voodoo doll, the little keychains. I'm like, okay, it's not okay, whatever. Probably wanted to put on his keys. That's what I thought. No, this boy, I guess he wanted a new friend or whatever because he is that bad. So we get out of the store and he has it and he rips it and this boy is ecstatic that he has a voodoo doll. Like a little too excited about it. Like Judy from the Bad Girls Club, how she was all excited about voodoo dolls. Think that, times 10. Times 10. So, he. Now, Judy named her voodoo dolls. He named his too. He named the doll Latrice. Okay. So as we're walking through the mall and he has this voodoo doll, he's dangling it around, and then to the people that we walk by, he would just be like, "Oh, this is my new friend Latrice. This is Latrice. She's a voodoo doll. Hi, have you met my new friend Latrice?" Pause. He's introducing people to the voodoo doll. Strangers at that. No fucking sense. So, oh, that's not all. There is more. It gets worse, honey. It gets worse. We get to the restaurant and we sit down. This boy puts this voodoo doll on the table. Now, usually on first dates or at a restaurant, you're supposed to be talking with each other, getting to know each other. I swear to you, it seemed like he was trying to get to know this doll more than he was trying to get to know me. He was really having conversations with this fucking doll. I am dead serious. So Latrice, like he put a menu in front of this fucking doll. Latrice, what do you think I should have? I want this. What do you think of this? Have you tried this? Well, what do you want, girl? Oh, girl, I ain't. Oh, girl, I don't like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. What you want to sip on? Now, by that time, I lost my appetite. I put the fucking menu down and was like, I can't. I'm done. I'll just eat when I get home. Cause I refuse to do with this. I was if I ate anything, I would gag my food up because that's a fucking mess. You are really having full blown conversations with a voodoo doll while you're on a date. No fucking home training whatsoever. But trust me, honey, that's not all. So our waitress comes and he said, "Oh, look, I just got this voodoo doll. Her name's Latrice." The waitress is looking like, okay. And I'm looking like, Lord, get me out of here and quick. So, what happened? Oh, so the waitress brings back our food, or what? Well, his food. I didn't order. Brings back his food, and as he's eating, he's over here, and I swear to you, he took his food and started to feed the doll. Mind you, this doll doesn't have no. It had a smile across his face, but it didn't have an open mouth like. No. So this boy is really rubbing his food across the smile on the voodoo doll. Pause. Again. Are you really. You mean to tell me that you are sitting here with no regards to me? Like you just obviously forgot that I was here. You are really feeding this doll like it is a person, like it's a child. Somebody help me because I I I I, I really don't understand. I really really don't. Like that is a hot fucking mess. You don't like this, Latrice? Oh, Latrice. It's not good. You don't, Latrice, try this ravioli because I never had raviolis. I guess Latrice doesn't like ravioli either because that's when he finally acknowledged me at the table and was like, "Can you try this for me? I've never had ravioli before." I don't eat ravioli myself, but now you're talking to me? That's interesting. Okay. So, after the little episode with the doll was over, he felt the need to point out that this lady sitting at another table across the room, I guess that her pants were a little far down than they needed to be. Or I don't even think they were that far down. I just think when she sits down, her pants kind of slouch down and you can see a crack. And he the whole time is pointing like, oh my god, oh my god, her crack is out. Her crack is showing. It is not that big a deal to be making a scene where you are pointing to somebody across the room. Drawing attention, I don't give a fuck that you're drawing attention to yourself. You can act a fool all you want. But mind you, I'm sitting at this table too. So anything that you're doing is reflecting on me. So not only are they looking at you, but I'm pretty sure they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I don't too much appreciate that at all. What you will not do is make me look like a clown and a fool. No, because I hold myself with the utmost class. Do not make me look like no fool. So then, that's not it. After the pointing was over, he decides he wants to get up from his seat, walk all the way across the room, and tell the lady, excuse me, but you're selling crack. Now, I will say this. The reaction, the look that this lady gave him was priceless. It's probably a look that I would have gave him if he would have came up and said some shit like that to me. But she looked at him with the biggest disgusting look on her, like she was in total disgust. I was in total disgust on the other side of the room because I couldn't believe he had the audacity to get up and go over there and tell her that. But the look was something like, that's pretty much how the look was. Maybe it was a little more dramatic than that, but it was priceless. Like that was the kiki of the night for me. That that was funny. So after that, he decides he wants to come back to the table, and was like, oh, I had to do it. I couldn't take it. At that moment, I should have left the table because I couldn't take it no more. Like, you were doing too fucking much for my existence. I have never had nobody act a complete fool like that on a date before. That was just so after that, I guess this baby was crying like real loud in the restaurant. So he, being the child that he was acting, because he was definitely acting like the baby that was screaming, decides to scream, "Shut that baby up!" I really, I really should have got up from the table and walked out on him a long time ago. I have no idea what possessed me to stay there the whole time because I should have left. I should have left when he was talking with that doll. Like that that should have been my ticket out the door. Exit stage left, exit stage right. Whatever side the door's on, I should have took the exit, the nearest emergency exit, hopped out a window, something. I couldn't believe that I really sat there for all of that. And that's not all. So the waitress comes back and she brings the check or whatever, gives him the check because, again, I didn't order nothing. My appetite was gone. On his phone, I had noticed this a lot earlier. He has a picture of this girl. Some girl, I don't know who the fuck it is, but her titties are just big as day on his screensaver. So he takes his phone turns on turns on the backlight and says, "You look like you have titties like these." I left. That was it. I told him, "You know what? I gotta go." And I left because you're not about to make me look like a fool. You sat there and disrespected the waitress. What? You really showed her a picture of somebody's breast and said you look like you. I don't know who his parents are, but I blame them because it is the parents' responsibility to teach their child at a young age how to behave in public. He obviously missed that lesson. I have never been so fucking embarrassed in my whole life. And to and the and I'm still mad that I wasted an outfit for this date. I really wasted a good ass outfit on your ass. I could have wore that out somewhere else because I had just bought that. When I go out, I like to look my best because, like I said early in the video, first impressions are a lot. Oh my god, the worst fucking date I had been on. Him acting a fool at that dinner table was worse than anything that the other two did. That What would you guys have done in that situation? Or what would you guys have done in any of those three situations? Please leave those in the comments or leave a video response letting me know. And let me know about your worst dates that you've ever been on, because I know some of you heifers have been on some bad dates. Don't sit there and try to front. Sit there and be like, "Oh, I have never, like, everybody I've been with has just been so amazing." And why aren't you with them? No, but I'm sure some of you have some bad dating experiences. So let me know either in a video response or in the comments, or if you don't want people in your business, you can inbox me on YouTube or send it to me in your emails, and I will read them. All my contact info is on my channel in the info box. I've been so gone from YouTube. I don't even know. I don't even know my way around the new channel page no more. But anyway, you'll find it. Find it on there. My email, frozenboyfriend@yahoo.com, and yeah, give me your feedback, and I look forward to reading your bad date experiences because I love a good kiki, just like you guys are probably kikiing now at my bad experiences. So leave that in there, and love you all, and I will see you the next time I decide to record a video. Bye.